Lesson 6.10 should be kind of common sense here. We're just trying to figure out from multiple choice what transformation is going to map a figure onto itself. It's all about quadrilaterals, meaning every shape is going to have four sides. So rhombuses, which is what this is, parallelograms, rectangles, and squares. So be careful in the directions. This one says which transformation will not. So three of them will, one of them will not carry the rhombus below onto itself. So we've got to figure out its symmetry here. If it were reflected over the line y equals -1, remember y equals -1 is going to be a horizontal line like this. So if this were my line of reflection, would this fold over and create the same image? That is true. So we don't want to pick that one. I kind of want to go through the ones that are easier to me. Like this last one says a reflection over the line x equals -2. So x equals -2 would be the vertical line here going through the x-axis. So this would have symmetry over that line. So that one does work. So that's not the one we want. A rotation of 90 degrees clockwise. So if I were to take this point and spin it 90 degrees, would put it somewhere here where this shape would now be a little bit taller, or look up here. So that one should not work. Let's just see what this says. A rotation of 180 degrees clockwise, about -2, -1. This point looks like it's in the center of the rhombus. So if I were to spin this 180 degrees, it would just flip this corner onto itself. So I can tell that that is going to have symmetry here. So you can watch the shape. That's it moving 90 degrees. It does not work. All right, let's try one more. This is a rectangle. So which one does carry the rectangle onto itself? So only one of them will work. A reflection over the x-axis. So this is my x-axis. If I folded this down here, this would be here instead, and this would be here. So it's not that one. I'm going to jump to the last one, the x equals 3. That would be a vertical line here going through the x-axis. So if I folded this over, this end would be all the way over here. So that's a no. And now we have lines. Y equals -x minus 5. That's starting at -5 for my y-intercept and going down one, right one. So this line would be diagonal like this. So if I reflected over that line, I would be way down here, definitely not on top of itself. So it has to be this one. Y equals -x is going through the origin and goes down one, right one. So it would go right through the center of this rectangle. And so yeah, it's going to have symmetry over that diagonal line. And so you can see here that it's flipping over the line y equals -x.